Hey guys, Charmed Wench here and welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell by the title, today we're taking a little revisit down the road of a full face of Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Beauty as they are now known. I really wanted to do this again because when I first tried a full face of Revolution, it was just at as they were becoming more popular and more palettes were coming out, and they weren't at the top of the game like they are now. So I thought I'd use some of my beloved products that I always use from Revolution, and obviously a couple of new things, i.e. the Carmi palette. So yeah, this is how the look turned out. I have to say guys, this palette, this eyeshadow palette, this duochrome colour, you got this. Oh my god, I don't know whether it will be picked up on the camera until I've edited, but it is stunning. Like, it is stunning. The colours that I chose to do this look with are colours that Carmi actually did a look using. I've just sort of glammed it up a little bit more. He didn't do like a big winged eyeliner. His was really super simple and beautiful, but I thought I'd use the same colours and just put my own little spin on it, and I really love how it turned out. I think this palette is amazing so far. The colours that I've used are really beautiful, easy to blend. I cannot fault it. The packaging is everything as well. I absolutely adore it. I will be using this again. If you would like to see another look with this palette, let me know. Obviously most of the products are products that I always use, like the contour, the blush, the concealer. The foundation was new. To be honest, at first I wasn't sure. It looked really pale on me, but now I'm looking at it, I made it work with the contour, and I actually quite like it. And I didn't put a lot on, and this is like full coverage foundation, and I actually quite like. I'd have to do a wear test because I haven't put it on as heavy as I probably could, but I'd have to do a wear test and see how it turned out with regards to that. So that's good so far. Highlighters were all ones that I've already owned and I already like. Lipstick was I Heart Makeup Lip Lava, which is still Revolution, and to be honest, I will be honest, I brought this when they first came out and I've never touched it. Like, I literally swatched it and never used it, so I thought I'd use it, and it worked out really well with this eye look. So I really am thinking I'm gonna have to reach for this again, so I liked that. The mascara, I have to say I really like the mascara. The only thing I don't like is the fact that when you pull it out, it clumps all onto the end of the brush like that, and it makes it a little bit difficult when you're trying to get into the inner corner lashes, because my lashes are a bit sparse to say the least. But I do like the formula. It's quite thick and it does cover the lashes quite well. I really like that. So yeah, other than you have to faff a little bit in the corner, that's a really good mascara, and I think it was only £4, something like that, maybe less, but I quite like that. You have to play with it a little bit, but I do like the formula. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Can't say anything bad. Oh, even the brow pomade, it's like like a ride or die. I use this a lot, and it lasts literally forever. I've had this since October last year, and I literally use it for most of my daily looks when I'm doing them, or looks online, looks in videos that you guys see when you don't see me do my full base of makeup. I mean, I didn't have a specific setting powder, but there is powders in the Revolution contour palette that you can use and make work. So yeah, this is my full face of Makeup Revolution. I have rambled on for this intro, but if you would like to see how I created this look, then please carry on watching, and if you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and see what else there is to come. I'll let you get on and watch the video.
Right guys, so the first product I'm using is the Revolution Skincare, and it's the 5% caffeine solution plus hyaluronic acid, and it's a targeted under eye serum. And then rather than use a base, you can use this as a base, and it's the hyaluronic 2% hyaluronic acid, again Revolution Skincare plumping and hydrating solution, so you can use that before makeup. For foundation, I use the Revolution Matte Base in F1. It's a pore blurring full coverage foundation. I could have built this up more, but because it looked so pale on me, I was a little bit weary and a little bit unsure of how it was going to work. So I blended it out, added what I needed to, and then I just worked with what I had. But you could totally build this up and the finish was really nice. Now we're going into our Ride or Die product, and it is the Revolution concealer, the Conceal and Define concealer, and I'm just concealing in my under eye area, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my upper lip, sorry, and my chin, and then I blend it all out. Now we are taking the Revolution Iconic Lights and Contour Pro palette, sorry. This was given to me or sent to me by the lovely Lady Marwa. She saw how beat my old one was, and she felt sorry for me and sent me a new one, and I love it and I still use it now. As you can see, it's still getting its use. It's just like a go-to contour kit. If you want a good contour kit, this is definitely really nice. I've gone a bit heavier on my contour than I normally would because the foundation was so pale. I kind of went a bit crazy, probably more crazy than I usually would, but it actually worked out all right in the end. So I've dipped into the two of the brown shades which you saw me show you, and then I blend those out with another brush later on. But now I'm going, because I don't have a setting powder in itself, I'm just going into that sort of translucent-y sort of shade, and I'm just putting that on certain areas of my face. Because I'm a lot older, I don't use a lot of setting powder because it can sit in the fine lines and wrinkles, so I just use a very tiny bit. Now we're going into the Revolution Brow Pomade, and I use the dark brown colour. I don't have black eyebrows, but I do have quite dark brown, so I literally always go for the darker shades on my brows. And this is a really nice pomade to use, and it literally lasts all day. Like, I wore it on my wedding day and I put it on early in the morning and it was still on before I went to bed, and that's what it's like most days. It's just a really good brow product. Now I'm going into the Carmi palette, which this whole entire eye look is going to be based on, and I go into the colour Bless first as a transition shade. You can build these colours up really easily. Some of them are really pigmented, the darker shades are. The paler shade, I felt, because I wanted a bit more colour payoff, I did add a little bit more than I would normally. Now we're going into the colour Free Hugs, and we're going to apply that over the transition and literally blend for your life on this. Like, I can never stress enough, there can never be enough blending. If you're not sure, just keep blending and it usually works out for the best in the end, the more you blend. Wow, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And once you're satisfied with that, go into You Do You and put that over the top. And I did bring that into the outer corner of the eye as well. Obviously, you guys, I'm using tape for this look. Like a Wally, I decided I was going to try and cut my crease, and then I remembered that I wanted to use a third shade because I actually followed one of Carmi's tutorials. Like, I had a look what colours he used and sort of used the same colours, and then I forgot the third shade and then remembered, so I started to cut a crease, stopped, and I will cut a crease again in a minute. But I just blended to high heaven with this dark shade. It was very pigmented and really nice to blend. And once you've done that, now you're going back into Conceal and Define. I know you can buy the cut crease, special cut crease stuff by Revolution, but I just use the Conceal and Define because it's really good. That's all I can say. So not bringing, like doing a full lid cut crease, just sort of a halfway one so that we can apply a nice clean base to apply the next colour. Now this shade, guys, oh my god, it's called You Got This, and it's a beautiful iridescent colour, and I literally just packed it on with my finger. It was that good. You can see the shock on my face as I'm packing the colour on. It doesn't show up as well on camera as it does in real life. It's a beautiful iridescent shade, like it's like a duochrome, I think is the best way to describe it. It's beautiful. And then once you've done that, we're going back into the colour Free Hugs, and we're just going to blend the edges a little bit just to neaten it up. And now we are using the Renaissance Flick, which is the best eyeliner. Obviously I've used the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I did like that, but it's just too expensive and I'm not willing to pay that much, and I get the same payoff from the Revolution Renaissance Flick as I do with a high-end eyeliner, so I'm going to keep using it. Once your wings are on, you're going back into the Carmi palette, and we're going back into You Do You, and we're going to just run that and smoke out that lower lash line. And we're going into the Unicorn Heart highlighter, which is the one that I used in my original full face of Makeup Revolution, and I looked back at the video the other day and I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, we're just using that as an inner corner highlight for now anyway. And then for blush, we're going into the Revolution Makeup Hot Spice blush palette. Absolutely love these blushes, they are so pretty. Used them on my wedding day, highly recommend them, it's a great palette. So back to the Unicorn Heart highlighter, because we're just going to add a highlight. We're going to do our cheekbones, our nose, our cupid's bow, the usual places. It's a pretty highlighter. I am using a fan brush for this, and it's one of the Spectrum brushes that I got, the Malachite set. I don't generally use fan brushes for my highlighter. I just don't like how, I don't know, it's a little bit too wiggly for me. So, but no disrespect to the Spectrum, I love Spectrum. Now we're going into the Revolution mascara. And we're just applying it. What more can I say? Like I said, it did build up on the end of the brush, which was a bit irritating, but the formula is really nice, and I did wear it for work the other day, and it doesn't crumble, it doesn't break down. It's a really nice formula, so I'll probably keep wearing it, to be fair. Now we are going into our Molten Chocolate I Heart Makeup lipstick, and this is in the colour Molten Chocolate. It's really nice, it smells like chocolate, it has vitamin E in it, and yeah, it's pretty. And we can't stay like this. No, better.
Look guys, that is it, and I've explained what my thoughts at the beginning on all the products because I didn't want to drag it all out towards the end, but I really like how it turned out, so I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like another look with this palette? Is there anything in particular you'd like to see? Let me know your thoughts, I'd love to hear what you think. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, but I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.